I don't know. It's ridiculous. Anyways, today I'm going to be, ow, what the hell did I just sit on? Oof, box. So today, it smells like paint in here. I'm gonna air out the van because the wind's coming from the south. And what I want to do is I want to get my file or something, and I want to try and wash off that board somehow. I'm just, after what I just experienced earlier today, it kind of ruins the mood to do anything, man. I was motivated to come out here and get things done. And then all of a sudden, what happened this morning kind of ruined my mood. So, I guess the one thing I probably could, oh no, I can't even do that yet because the bed's not in here. I've been wanting to screw down the 2 units there and just call it a day on that, right? But I can't because I have to see how high the bed is going to be and sit on it and whatnot before I can do anything with that. That is 24/7 around here. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is, I guess, part of me says I want to take everything out, just put it to the side over here, and clean the board off, and you know, give you guys a video of me cleaning it off. But I need some kind of protection on here, and I'm not sure what I should put on here. I've been told something like, you know, fake grass. I've been told just to get some kind of a transparent lacquer or something like that. Like, I thought that one there was gonna be transparent. I clearly didn't read it properly. It's brown, good enough for me. You know, it's no big deal. But for the floor, I'm thinking just something clear, just to protect it, right? There's been a lot of stuff that's been dumped on this board, and I will not go out there and buy another one. There's nothing underneath. There's no carpet. And I've read what there was one person who mentioned about getting an air mattress, okay? Reason why I won't get an air mattress is because there's stuff like the hook here, okay, that is sticking up. There's a whole whack load of hooks in here because it's not a stone go, right? These vehicles were not built with stone goes, okay? If it had a stone go, it would be a different story. I would try something different, right? But it's not a stone go, so it has a whole whack load of hooks sticking up. And if you move that thing a wrong way with an air mattress, you'll pop it, right? So, best off, if you're going to get an air mattress, is to have the platform like this one here, right? You clean it up, and then you put some protective layer on it or some sort to where it'll be smooth, kind of thing. And I don't have a grinder, so yeah, the only thing I could do today really is to put my gloves on and pull out everything, clean it up. I don't even have anything really to clean. I have to manually get everything out of the crevices and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to, oh shoot, did I even bring a spray down? I might have to go get because I really only need water of some sort. Oh man. Okay, there's my gloves. Okay, I will maybe what I probably could do is I could use that's Windex right there that a buddy of mine gave me. Maybe I could just use that and take the board out and start cleaning up every single corner in here possible, because I don't think there's gonna be any more cutting being done in here, so I want to be able to clean it up and make it look a lot better than it does. got to get myself motivated here to do it. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll wander over. Yeah, I could just fill that up to make it a week solution, right? And then start cleaning up in here. And then maybe I can make a video of it. Where's my other stand? I think it's down there. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. At least it gives you guys a video, right? Okay. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I just took out some of the little pieces of wood, which can be fire starters, okay? And I'm just cleaning up all the stuff here. When those bags come in, okay, you know, all this stuff, I think the bearings here, okay, the ones that are for the back, these suckers, okay, I think I might still try and go to my mechanic and still get those done eventually. I don't know, it's, you know, I got them for $120 in total, right? So it's like an aftermarket thing, but I was told I don't have to worry about it until they start weakening up. But it's just, if I was to hit the back countries, I don't know. I got them and we'll see what happens, right? But a lot of the stuff you're seeing here, like there's a breaker bar, and another breaker bar. Right, I got a bunch of those just in case. This is a saw, right? I bought this for the back countries at one point in time, so that way if I needed it, then it can come in handy, right? And you never know. The time is coming where it just might be needed. Hammer, don't piss me off. No, just kidding. You know, and then of course, you know, the brush, which is going to get used in a few minutes here. This is to my jack. This is the original jack that came with the van. Okay, so this is the reason why when I was mentioning about getting rid of the other jack, because I got this one here. But if you're in the back countries, it's not going to do much, right? So, because it's all, unless you got solid surface, yeah. I tried that before, and then it almost became a disaster. So, let's see here. Try and go like that. So, and this book, okay, oh shoot, you can't see it. Anyways, it's a General Motors Chevy Venture, Oldsmobile Silhouette, Pontiac Transport in Montana 97 through 05. So basically it means that right up until 05, all these vehicles are basically built the same. But you know what the screwed up part is about a lot of the information in here? Is a lot of it's to do with the newer models, nothing to do with this model here, right? And so that's why when I go to a mechanic or anything, they're like, man, really? We don't know where the parts are. We don't know, you know, they have a hard time. Like my steering rack and stuff, right? They actually had trouble installing my steering rack because that's how bad it was underneath. And I had no clue it was that bad. So, now I'll be honest with you guys, you know, even though the alignment was done, when I'm hitting the roads, I still feel that, I don't know if it's the actual road, but when I'm driving straight, you can still feel it, you know, being off a bit. So, but they did say, however, that there's not much else that they can do about it because it's a third-party steering rack, right? And the outer tie rods are you know, I think they were Dormans. No, I can't remember. But anyways, so they had to fix the outer tie rods too because the previous company I went through didn't do it right. They know who it is, and they said they've had a lot of problems with people going over to their shop from over there because of the Mickey Mouse job that they did. Right, so, but hey, you know what? It's a lesson, man. You know, like, you never know how good the mechanic is going to be until after you go see them, right? So right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get it cleaned up in here. I'm taking my time with it because the bed will not be coming in here for probably minimum a couple weeks at least. I was actually talking to the mama this morning, and she's considering within the next month to 2 months or whatever to purchasing the airbed, because my son and his fiance eventually will be coming out this way to visit her. And so if I'm not around the area, then at least they have something to sleep on, right? I know I've mentioned this once before, but I'm just saying it again. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now, basically, is trying to get it cleaned up. And what the hell is this? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's bungee cords in here? Is it? No, it's not. Never mind. There's something to do with pressurization. I've never looked at this stuff. I probably won't for a long time until I have, you know, probably will never have to look at that, actually. So I'm going to put that in there. I've been trying to put this jack in here somehow where it originally came from, but I always have problems doing it. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why. I just always have problems putting it back in. Because it doesn't exist to go in there. Or am I just doing it wrong? Let's see. Can I do it that way? No. Can I do it this way? I don't even remember how I got it out of there in the first place. It's been taken off like 3 years ago. So okay, so this is the plate for it anyway, so maybe I'll just put the plate on there to make it look normal, even though nobody's ever going to come back here. It's kind of funny, you know, like I was just talking to people last night. Come on, I'm having one of those days, guys, so just bear with me. It was one of those nights, you know, when you hear so much noise, and then on top of that, when you hear that noise from that fencing over there, even though it shouldn't be bugging me about that, but when it's that close to home, it makes you think, well, if they're capable of doing that, if that's what happened last night, because it was after hours, they'd be more than capable of going after the vehicles, right? So, and yeah, as you guys are aware, or actually some of you guys who are new to the channel, my vehicle around Christmas time was vandalized. All 3 or 4 tires were popped. They were smart. They used pinholes, right? So they weren't going to try and fix that, right? So there was a few times where my vehicle in this area has been hit. So, but you can only do 1 report. I think it's per year, or something like that. So otherwise they would oh shoot, dropped you guys like a bad habit. Otherwise they would have to basically look at, you know, at the person who's getting the insurance and have to launch an investigation into that person, right? So yeah, it's kind of a bummer, man, but that's the way it works. Hey. And I got CFL football on today too, so I will be watching that. I'll be watching my buddy Ryback today too. He's on some kind of a fest going on TikTok right now, so he's on a roll with that kind of stuff over there, right? So now I guess this part of things, now what I've done here is I've cleaned out this part here. I'm going to try and bring this dirt and sawdust this way. I'm going to try and clean it off somehow and let it dry. I have a shaver here too, which I don't know, I'll have to check it out after I'm done. So I might not even need it, to be honest with you. But I see all the crap there. That was oil and crap that soaked into the wood, right? So, but this is what the agenda is for today, to take my time to get this done. And I want to bring all this out, pull the board out, and clean up all the way around it and get all the crap out. And that's why the paper towel's out. So get all that done, because I don't think, like I said, I don't think there's gonna be any more sawing being done in here. If it's gonna be done anywhere, it's gonna be around the outsides. just to shorten those 2 units down if needed. I've constantly repeated it, and that's the way I do things. So this is the reality of getting prepared, guys. You know, like, I know there's a few people on the internet right now who are preparing their rigs to go on road trips and stuff like that. And, well, I need the me time. So, and that's not going to happen until after August 2nd. So I'm trying to take my time to get there. And then when it's all said and done, hell, maybe I could even make a video with me just sitting in here. Wouldn't that be cool? Eh? First time in how many years? That'd be sweet. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And I wonder where the hell my cover is for this. Yeah, this is for the generator down below. Here's the output. The generator is right below here, but I don't recall if it even works anymore. I might have to try that one day. Try and see if I can make that thing work or not. It was a $300 generator, which I got like 2.5 years ago. But I used to be able to park, and it would still buzz. So, and that was for also for hydraulics for the shock system too, because it has wires, right? So, anyways, I'm going to turn off the video for a few minutes here so I can get onto this, and because I don't want this video to go on for a long time, or maybe you guys want to see me clean it. Ah, screw it. I'll just keep on showing you guys. What the hell? After all, that's the whole point of being a content creator, right? So, okay. I've already cleaned off this area here on the ledge, but I'm gonna have to do it again. Let's see if I can put you guys over here. What the hell was that? I know some people would say, why don't you just pull up the board and do it? I could do that. But, like I said, the whole point of doing it this way is to give you guys content. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out these bearings. Like I said, I'm trying to reduce as much weight as I possibly can in here. Hey, wait a second. I probably put the bearings in this bag. Having problems with my little stand here right now, guys. Bear with me. Oh. Could be because my hands are using. Come on. Here. Never mind, I think I'm just hearing things. I am getting old after all. Alright. But I would like to be able to accomplish this cleaning today, so it would be a success before anything else goes on, right? So why is this thing turning? Okay. Now. This thing here is the ignition switch. Never been needed. I didn't know that's what it was, and there was no returns. The company I bought it from screwed up on the order, and so I've been stuck with it, but who knows, maybe one day that will get swapped out. Okay, now that ramp is all the way. I think, yeah, the other reason why I'm actually doing this, you guys, okay, I'll be honest. It's not like I haven't been already. What the freaking... And no, I'm not freaking out. I just couldn't figure out what the hell that noise was. Just realized it was a piece of wood. See, lately we've been having windstorms, right? So where the wind just picks up like you wouldn't believe. So that's another reason why I'm doing this, because I don't want to... I had a lot of sawdust get into my mouth yesterday when I was trying to clean. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So then that way, like I got some power tool in here right now still. Oh, John, you know what? You can tell how tired I am, man. I'm talking to you guys can't even see me. So, so yeah, so that's been part of the plan. I got to pull out those two units. I'm also doing this way too, just because my family today is very, 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 very grumpy, and when that happens, okay, it's hard to get the motivation back to do things. So I figured, to hell with this, I'm going to come out here and do the best I possibly can. While I'm doing that, maybe what I should do is clean up the sides here. It's going to be needed, right? Yes, guys, I know. Watch out for the spray of the Windex, right? It's massively diluted, so a little bit got into my mouth, but I couldn't taste a damn thing. The formulation I've got in there is it's not even 5 to 10% of Windex, and the rest is all water, right? So if it was in my mouth, I would, it won't do a damn thing. It's too weak. Now, if I had an animal in here, it'd be a different story. I wouldn't give a damn about the cleanliness as much. It'd be getting dirty anyway. I'm not saying I wouldn't clean. Don't worry. For those of you who would say something, I would still be cleaning, because animals deserve to have a clean home too. Oh, I need knee pads. Shoot. But yeah, this is a. How did these leaves get inside? Weird. And periodically, mold does try and grow inside too, right? So you have to be very careful with that. He's going the wrong way. The exit's on the other side over there. You're welcome. New Indian driver. He didn't know where he was going. He's never been to the building before. So, that thing is, I also point to, like, when it comes down to people that have never been to this area or don't know what they're doing or whatever, I always try and give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? And point them in the right direction, because that's the way I am, right? So, wonderful. Gotta breathe in that secondhand smoke. I'll be right back. All right. So, that unit seems to have, I didn't do an overly good job with it, but hello. Jeez, must be getting windy. My mom did warn me about that. Anyways, that's the unit that I made. So, because this is 19 inches, all right, and the bed's gonna be 14, which goes up to about there. So, this actually, it might actually be, because by the time, like, if the bed's 14 and you add the trifold, which is what, 3, 4, 5 around there for height wise, this might actually work out. Crossing my fingers. Guys, I'm looking forward to this. And I'm thinking about maybe putting a shelf just across here, right? Just so then that if I need it, I don't know if I will or not, but it's a work in progress. I made a bit of a mess down there though, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, right? I love painting, but this wasn't actual paint. This is just stain. But yeah, I made a mess. But oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so now let's see here. I think we're going to have to get the other one out and get those tools out. So hopefully you guys can see me from there. Yep, you can. Good. Perfect angle. there's my cookery. And there, this one here is actually a breaker bar. I got some tools in here which should not be in there. And this stuff here is going to have to go upstairs into a real bin. That I'm going to put there for now. That's the propane. Ah! That's weird. That pole keeps on moving and it shouldn't be. What the hey? Is there an earthquake I can't feel? Seriously, that cedar pole just moved again for no reason. But then we are in an earthquake zone, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is. Okay, so what's going to happen here is the coolant is not going to be needed to be filled for a while. Clearly there's no leak, which my mechanic said that the part that goes from where the radiator is, or you know, that, or the black wire, okay, he said it was leaking. Well, I had no problems that I know of with that. There was no smell of burning or anything. I think the only burning smell was that the oil needs to be changed. So, and this here throttle body cleaner, which I have never used, which probably will need to eventually. Probably could be a good thing to use that actually, because you know, keep the engine as clean as possible, right? So these are wrenches, power tools, and stuff like that that is in this bag at the moment. This, I have no clue where this goes to. I think it goes underneath my dash where the steering wheel is. Sure looks like it to me because it's got the square part here. I'm gonna have to take a look at that and get that in there. And here's the file I was telling you guys about. So I don't know if it's going to be useful or not. But yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of things cleaned up in here now. Okay, grab these. All right, let's see. Get this. I've even got to get the scale back to my mom's place. She's been asking for it. So. But yeah, this whole board is going to have to be coming out. So. A lot of cleaning to do, man. A lot of cleaning to do. And this one here, actually, I actually found some screws. So I'm going to be taking this screw out that I have in here, which is too long. And I have one that is about, about 2 inches. I'm going to use that one here instead so it goes in properly. Because the board is straight, but the wood is not. And that could be causing the problems, right? So I might have to try and fix it. But see, this one's in more. This one's out more. I just realized I screwed up on that. Whoops. I'll have to fix that. But that's what they call a rush job, when you don't know what the hell you're doing and you're just trying to experiment with what you're doing and try and learn it all, right? So, and another reason I'm doing it this way, you guys, is because the wind is now picking up again. So I would rather be safe than sorry. I've got some wire here. my other tripod, my tripod holder there. But yeah, when the wind picks up, I don't want to take the risk of getting the stuff in my mouth and whatnot. So, and besides, like I said, I'm trying to give you guys content. And yes, for those of you who are new, I repeat myself a lot. Okay? What kind of disability does that? You guys tell me. I've been like that my whole life, where I just repeat until, well, people don't like it much, but what am I supposed to do, man? Actually, the board is actually feeling pretty good, considering. Oh, let's see if I can get my bony knees in here. Seriously, my knees are really bad. From the days when I played sports, I never wore, for the first bunch of years, I never wore pads or anything like that. So, but naturally, my legs are skinny. So, okay, let's see here. Skinny and bony, but it is what it is. Hell, when I played hockey, there were so many years where like it was ball hockey, right? But I never wore pads, so you can imagine how banged up my legs are from being slashed and whatnot. So, and then I was at a minimum wage job at the time, playing hockey, and then all of a sudden, I was realizing that my legs were banged up. I started using cardboard. It actually worked. Tripled the cardboard, and people were laughing at me. But when I was blocking the hardest shots, they're like, "What the hell?" You know. And now, then I went on to actual shin pads. Well, let's just say it worked for a while. So, okay, getting back onto van talk here. This windshield wiper fluid is going to have to be used too. It's for minus 35. What the hell is this? Facial bar. When did this expire? When was this? Oh, I think this goes back to when I was in Lake Cowichan many years ago. This bar here actually has to go where the battery is. It's got to go kitty corner, so I got to put this thing back in too, right? So, and this sucker here goes right above where the water pump is, right? It takes a small screw to put in there. Here's a light for at night. What the hell is that doing down there? It works too. Can you guys see that? And there's wire under here. Well, I'm not going to mess with that. I don't know what it goes to right now. And then there's, I don't know what gauge of wire this is. Oh! This sucker goes to the dash. It's one of the newer ones I never got to use. Oh, jeez. Classic, eh? All right. So let's get the coolant out. Now there's some parts I'm not going to be able to tape unless I'm like way over there and trying to bring the board out. Maybe I'll do that. This could end up being an extra long video, you guys. I hope you don't mind. So I'm just trying to show you guys what I'm doing here to get this van prepped for everything that's going to be happening to it, right? So let me see if I could pull this off. Oh, well, I guess I can. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put the gloves on top of the that stuff there. These are pick wires, which was supposed to be for something else, which never really did get into learning that. But one book I should read and start learning is, you know, books like this one here. Very small clips. Yes, guys, I got a lot of stuff. Well, actually, this is nothing compared to what I used to have in here. All right. And these came in handy. Just gonna put them there. I can't wait till those bins come in so I get everything organized. You know, one step at a time is really going to pay off in here. All right. This can here, when I got it, when I was, it's called Ultimate Wood Stain, one coat coverage. So, and that's what the stuff is on there. So, but the brush is kind of used. All right. So, I'm going to. Give it a little bit of a clean. I can already tell underneath it it's going to look really, really, really bad. It's I'll be honest with you guys, it looks like it has been neglected. Okay, I'm not going to deny it. You know, it's just at one point in time, remember, some of you guys will remember, I was oh so close to saying strudel, and but some of you convinced me to continue on because a lot of you believed in me, and I didn't believe in myself anymore because of everything I was going through, and all of a sudden I had to change the mindset a bit, right? So. But hey Mike, how you doing? So just doing some cleanup.
Good.
Desperately needed.
Yeah, for sure. That's okay.
So how are hard things with you? How's the wife? Good. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Oh,
yeah, this is, you know, if you're not organized, you're not going to get a good start on things. So
it's doing better, you know, because I'm trying to get my motivation back.
I have some floor mats at my place. I don't know if you use them, if you want them. They put the rubber mats in, and they gave me the other ones. So if you want them, I can give them to you.
Are they for the front?
They would be.
Yeah.
They would be. There's front and back. So whatever you want to do with them.
Yeah, you know,
I'll bring them. You know, probably this week.
Yeah, sure.
Sometime this week, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, no problem.
I just got to get some more stuff.
You betcha. So you guys, gentleman I was just talking to is really nice. I throw the football around and play hockey with him and everything. He's in his 70s as well, but he's telling you, he's massively active, right? And keeping himself healthy. So he's one of the best guys I've truly ever met around here, right? So, hey, how you doing? Not too bad. She's doing okay. She ate some peanut butter and not doing too well now. But otherwise, you know, she's watching TV.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Oh my God. Okay. This sucker definitely needs to come out. You know what? I think I'm going to do one step at a time, you guys, because I don't want to pull the whole board out all at once. I think maybe do the front part first, and then pull it out more, and go up to about halfway, and then maybe hoist up the board somehow, and then get underneath. It's just going to be a pain in the butt trying to get it back in. I think it's my best bet, because it looks bad. Yeah. Okay. You guys want to see what it's like when you get to the point where you just don't care? Okay. Now, I don't want to hear any bad comments about this, because it does happen when a person gets depressed, right? They just don't care anymore, right? So it's not overly that bad. Like, got an insurance thing here, which I don't even use really. Put that there. You know, there's just, you know, a bunch of cleanup along here. A lot of this is because I was cutting boards in here, right? So, all right, let's get the cleaning going. Yeah. Okay. There's even some things in here I probably won't use anymore, but there's this brush here which comes in handy, right? So I'm just gonna put it over there for now. This wire here, I don't know if I'm ever gonna use it. Here's that bar I was telling you about. Here's an extender, ratchet extender. I think that's what they call it. This thing here was for my harmonic balancer, which ended up being a disaster in itself. So, okay. Let's try and see if we can clean this stuff out. Oh my God, there's noodles in here. How on earth is there noodles in here? How is there anything down here that shouldn't be down here? Like, there's leaves. How? Hey. I don't know. That's weird. Because I've never done anything to where it would be, where it would have any kind of food in this area. That is weird. At least not pasta. Come on. Try my best, you guys. It's a very small thing that got there, so. But there's so much stuff in it, you know, with the way I got this thing set up now. Like, I'm not going to complain about the setup. It's just amazing how much stuff over time gets underneath, and then it's a pain in the butt to get it all up, right? Like, holy smokes, man. Whoa,
Cleaning.
camouflaged, eh? Or is that the...
Just cleaning cloths. See,
Really? You don't need them?
No, you go ahead. I got some other stuff.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna clean the rig?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy there, he's really nice, you guys. Oh, the knee pads. Oh, absolutely. Especially when you got bad knees, right? The military knees. Oh, did you? Yeah, it really is, yeah. Well, that's good, though, to keep the muscles going, right? Yeah. Absolutely. guys might be able to see him. He turns 75 next year, but he's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Here's another big screw. It's got to be from in there. And then here's another drill piece, which, man, oh man, I gotta seriously get myself into check with this. Holy shit! Hey, there's my soldering stuff. Wow, this is what happens when you clean. Oh gosh. Well, it is what it is, I guess. I guess it, you know, it's one way of it's like house cleaning, right? So toilet paper. What I'm going to be needing soon also is going to be one of those vacuums, because I wonder if I could take the side off. Yeah, I can. Oh, that one would be a pain in the ass. Oh no, it clips right there. Why isn't it coming? Shit. I can't remember how to take these suckers off. Oh well, it is what it is, I guess. Strap. An old fork? Oh man, unreal. Oh jeez. You guys, if you ever go into van life, don't live like this. Oh. Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to spray some of this down to make it a lot easier to scoop up, because the wind's picking up now. And it'll just make it a lot easier to deal with. That way it's not floating all around in the air. Maybe I'll just use Kleenex to do this, man. After all, it's just been sitting here. Allen key. Oh, there's a gust of wind. We got a couple of fuses here, but they're bad fuses. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm going to go on to this side here, and well, look at that, scissors. Put those over there for now, and start cleaning up this area here. God, man, it's amazing how I just let this rig go the way I did. What the hell is this? Put that over there for now. All right, so there's a battery. Oh, and of course there's a garbage right. I see what I mean, you guys. I'm not thinking. And that's a nickel. Oh, where to start? Oh, I guess start right here. Plan A. Get all the crap out of here first. And yes, guys, I do clean up my stuff after I throw it onto the ground. Just so if there's any hypocrites out there trying the same thing, I do clean up after myself on this stuff. It's just, unfortunately, a lot of times, anyways, I'm not just watch the video. You guys, I actually might have to call it soon because the wind's really starting to pick up again. And when I'm spraying stuff, I don't want to get sprayed. Maybe I could just do small pockets. Anyways, I'm doing the best I possibly can for you guys, you know. I just didn't realize how slobbish it was in here, and I actually am very embarrassed by it. But you know, sometimes, you know, when you're dealing with some types of mental illness, like if it's depression, anxiety, and stuff like that, you know, and then in your personal life you have so much going on that you don't know which way to go because you don't really have the proper support leads, right? So, and as a result, when you're by yourself dealing with something, or if the only support leads you have are people who just want to be controlling, you know, and it gets you to the point to where you're going to be by yourself, right? So, so that's where basically I'm at, is just because of the fact that, you know, when I'm trying to deal with, for an example, like, my mom's situation, right? You know, it's difficult at times to deal with. So, which some of you guys can relate to that. Because I'm telling you, man, when you get those mood swings, holy shit, you know, but. And I know that I'm not going to talk too much about it because apparently when you're talking with something that doesn't relate to what I'm doing, you know, apparently it doesn't reflect on the algorithm very good. So, just gonna put that down there for now. Anyways, getting back to the cleaning here, I'm only gonna be able to do so much on this because, you know, some people have mentioned about the airbed. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys something. You see these hooks here? Okay, that's the reason why you can't put an airbed in here, is because those hooks, if it's pressed on it too much, it can pop. I've actually tried that method before, and yeah, the air mattress didn't. It only lasted what was it? 2 days? Yeah, you know, I don't show everything on the channel, right? So, but there was an air mattress at one point in time, and I just wanted to experiment. Got it from Canadian Tire, and that was the last time I ever got one for in here. So I won't go back to that. So I think I'm almost at the point to where there's nothing much else I can do on this part here, you guys. I'm doing the best I can to get the guck out, but it's just, you can only do so much. I'm not even sure if I'm going to actually be able to get underneath. So I'm just trying to get the stuff that should be naturally outside. Okay, so the wind's picking up even stronger too. That's why he is only doing the outside of his van, just polishing it off. Yeah, I think I said that correctly. So, you know, there's just so much. There's only so much you can do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and you guys get the idea of what I'm doing, right? So I think I'm going to continue the video when I'm putting everything back in. Okay, so I got the ramps underneath here, so I've just been cleaning out the bottom of it, and I'm almost done this part here, and then I'm going to start putting the stuff back, well, being organized anyway. Yeah, that's where things are at right now. So I'm going to try to fill up the board here to see, you know, it doesn't feel like it really needs any kind of sanding or anything like that, but you never know. I don't have a sander anyway. I've always said that, but I'm going to say it again. I don't have a sander. So I might have to take some kind of finish to go on top of it. If you guys could tell me what kind of finish, I already asked you that in the last video. I have not checked the comments yet, so I could put something over this so that way, or if there's any kind of carpeting or whatever, I could just put over it. But whatever is going to be, I hate to say it, but whatever is going to be cheaper. And yeah, so that way when my feet are on here, I don't have to worry about slivers. So that's what's going on at the moment. So I'm about to finish off the cleanup here, put the bed down, the floor down rather, and I might have to go upstairs and get the ramp or one of the bins that are available upstairs. Put a lot of the stuff in there because the stuff is upstairs, ready for those other bins to come in that are for organizing, and then going from there. So yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is, see how I have that stand over there? I think I'm going to do that with both for now. Just in case if I do any kind of driving, because they're going to slide around. I'm not ready to bolt those in yet. Yeah, they will be done eventually, like I said. So I'll put the other one the same way. They might slide around a little bit, but there's nothing I can do about it, man. The ramp is right here for now. That will not, from the way it looks, be going in underneath the bed. It's hard to say right now, but it looks like this thing was going to take up at least half. That might have to, well, according to what I see down here with the size, either be on the side or it's going to be on top. So I'm going to be throwing a lot of the stuff back in here for now. And then I have to go get the bin and see if I can get some stuff upstairs. And yeah, so it's a little bit of work, but hey, it's got to be done, right? So I'm just glad that I managed to clean up a lot of the stuff in here. I didn't do it all. After all, if I start roughing it up, it's going to get dirty anyway, right? So, all right, let's start getting the stuff back in here. Yeah. So what I'm doing here now is I realized I had metal screws put into the top here, and I was like, why are they coming through on the top? Right, like right there. And then I realized if I get the right screws, a little bit of glue, put it in here, the top will be good to go. That'll be the recording station. So as a result, I'm still doing this. You know, guys, I'll be honest with you, like, despite the fact that it's a lot of work, it just feels good being able to do this because, you know, before you know it, we're going to be on the road. We're going to be industrial areas. We're going to be doing this and doing that, you know. But income will be a factor. So I have to go somewhere where I can at least get some work in somehow. And it won't be here in the Lower Mainland. Oh, that reminds me. I'm not going to say what company. I just remembered, but there was a company who accepted my profile for being a background actor, right? So that could be a plus, right? I just got the acceptance yesterday, so I forgot all about that, to be honest with you. So that could also change things for me, just to give you guys a heads up. All right, so just be prepared. You know that, you know, if like, it's not going to stop me from going camping and doing things and stuff like that, but just wanted to give you guys awareness that there's a possibility that maybe I could be filming some stuff to where I could be going there. And so, yeah, I'll be excited when that actually happens, when I actually get a call. So anyways, let's get back to this. So I've swapped out these suckers, right, for these small ones here. So as you guys can see, there's holes here, which I still got to sand down a little bit, but it's a safety thing, right? So what I did was I put Gorilla Glue around the screw and I put it in there, so tomorrow it should be nice and solid. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm gonna, hey, you never say hi to me anymore. What the hell? How's it going? Not bad.